All right, guys. As you can see, this is happening now. We're gonna just go to a rally around the city. It's not gonna be that big, but it's gonna be significant. From here to Sweden to Spain, people are marching. In London, everywhere in Europe, people are opening their eyes. This, what is happening against the Palestinian people, is gonna happen to us. It doesn't matter if you're Caucasian. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. This is happening around the world. Remember what happened with those 7 guys that were cooking for the people in Palestine. They were killed regardless. They were persecuted even though they moved to 3 different cars. That's gonna happen against us, the country in the world, regardless of your color of skin, dude. So this is a political issue. The policy seems to be, nowadays, whomever doesn't agree with whatever Israel says, it's going to be condemned around the world. We're letting 8 billion people be submitted to the whim and caprice of 6 million people that live in Israel, that according to statistics are against everybody that opposes regardless of race. That means governments, institutions, by the power of money and brute capital that the mainstream media, if you go to Facebook, if you go to YouTube, all of these are owned by Jews. So when all the media, the editorials, the mainstream media is totally Jew, there's no justice and there's no democracy whatsoever. So as you can see, the cause is not only for the Palestinians, again, it's for us, for the country, for the world, and for the future of democracy, if that word ever existed. The problem with democracy is democracy. Every 4 years, people change according to their initiatives and their conveniences. Of course, the brute capital possibilities that the Israeli lobby has around the United States, Israel, etc. You can see the police all around the place. They're getting ready, maybe to gas us and act against the people, which is our right. Police are moving on right now. Let's see how they react against us or for us. The idea is for the police to accompany the movement, not to destroy it. There's conversations between authorities and the march, which is our right as citizens. They don't want us to go to the university and march there. And maybe the police will use force in order to disband the march. We'll see how it goes. Which will be the way to go, sir?
That's right, you can go north or south on the sidewalk.
Okay, so what about the march? You're not going to let us march to the street?
No, not on the street, on the sidewalk.
All right.
This is the main route for the ambulances for the hospitals, that's why.
Okay,
yeah.
Thank you.
Just right here.
Making history here. Communities in Edmonton, Alberta for the rest of the world. This is for our friends in Sweden, our friends in Spain, our friends in South Africa, our friends in Colombia, everywhere in South America, where we support Palestine against the absurdity of the new laws passed in the United States and the UK. This cannot be considered terrorism. There is no way. It's against any constitution if it calls a country that believes in democracy, or like Canada.
Israel bombs Canada, please! Israel bombs Canada, please! How many kids did you kill today? How many kids did you kill today? Israel bombs Canada, please! Israel bombs Canada, please! How many kids did you kill today? How many kids did you kill today? Everybody's stuck in traffic right now. We refuse to get out of the streets until Canada stops funding genocide. Until Canada stops sending arms to Israel! While you're watching, bombs are dropping! While you're watching, bombs are
As you can hear, the police told me that they were going to use just the sideway, the sidewalk. That's what we're doing. We avoid confrontation, but in some point it's going to be inevitable.
Apartheid is going to fall! Brick by brick, wall by wall! Brick by brick, wall by wall! Apartheid is going to fall! Apartheid is going to fall! Viva, viva Palestina! Viva, viva Palestina! Viva, viva Palestina!
Viva Viva Palestina! That's the Spanish for long live Palestine!
One, we are the people. Two, we won't be silent. Three, arms embargo now, 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 now. One, we are the people. Two, we won't be silent. Three, not another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crime. No more money for Israel's crime. Not another nickel, not another dime. Not another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crime. No more money for Israel's crime. We want sanctions, we want them now. We want sanctions, we want them now. And support for Israel now. And support for Israel now. We want sanctions, we want them now. We want sanctions, we want them now. And support for Israel now. And support for Israel now.
What you see there is the Alberta Constitution place. This is where laws are passed or not passed in the legislature. These people are responsible for supporting the genocide in a country that has never had been a state. When that happens, you have to ask yourself, how come that hasn't happened since 1948? But this is 100 years in the making. This is not just something that happened since 1948. What is that?
You're absolutely right, man.
Yeah, so it's more than
Zionism is not Jewish. It's two separate things, remember that. Don't let them fool you.
And this morning they kicked out everyone from the U of A campus. All the students were protesting in peace and they attacked them. And so we're there to tell them that that is not okay. And that's something that, you know, we are sending. We're going to be here for everyone. And we're here for the U of A. So
thank you.
yeah.
We are marching for the U of A. They were attacked like he explained. This is something cannot happen in Canada.
Yeah, tear gas and everything.
Tear
There was
gas?
tear gas, batons. They injured 3 people. So like, come on. What are you doing?
This is not a democracy, and this is against our freedoms and liberties, according to the Chapter 7 of the Canadian Constitution. So we are not for what is going on. All the countries in the world are seeing what's going on, including us. This is a historic moment since the days of Vietnam. When I was a child, I remember the days of Vietnam. I was 7 years old. Now I vindicate the Vietnam people that got baton, that got gas, and that got killed in the Kent University. 4 of them, and many of them injured. Why? Because they were protesting what we are protesting now. No more wars, no more genocide anywhere in the world. Long live Palestine, free Palestine. That is freedom for all of us. If we let Israel get away with this, that will mean that the whole world is submitting to one country, like the United States just said, passing the law, which is treason to America. As you can see, it's narrow as a bottleneck, but that doesn't gonna stop the march whatsoever. They think we're gonna give up. We're not gonna give up. Even if we're gonna have to walk on the sidewalks to make it there, we'll be there.
Justin Trudeau, you can hide!
You can hide.
You are part of genocide!
You are part of genocide.
Justin Trudeau, you can't hide! Justin Trudeau, you can hide! You are part of the genocide!
You are part of the genocide.
Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
A strong police force here in Edmonton is totally expected after what they did at the university.
On the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine. As I told you, strong police presence today. They're trying to create a corridor for us to walk, and that will do. We don't want confrontation. I hope they don't either. Because if it happens, it will happen, but let's hope it doesn't. I just want to narrow like a bottleneck. In order for us to narrow and narrow, that's not going to stop the people to go to the university and react to the police attitude this morning against the citizens' encampment, the university students' encampment here in U of A, a public university. As the bottlenecks go, we're gonna cross the river, as you can see, and we'll be there. We'll be there at the university in order to support the students that were attacked this morning. That cannot happen anymore.
How many kids did you kill today? How many kids did you kill today? Canada and USA! How many kids did you kill today? The United States and Canada is complicit. It is the sole enabler of the genocide, of the mass murder of over 40,000 plus Palestinians. Canada and USA! How many kids did you kill today? Justin Trudeau, what do you say? 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 How many kids did you kill today? How many kids did you kill today? Bill Flanagan, what do you say? How many kids did you kill today?
As far as the eye can see, you can see down there and you can see down there. They're crossing the river right away. I mean, we are. Again, we unite with the people in Spain, with the people in Sweden, we unite with the people in South Africa, we unite with the people in the universities here in Alberta, where a public university was assaulted this morning by police. So we are with you, Palestine. You can see there's no stop, man. The line goes and goes. You can see there on the bridge. We're talking about kilometers of people manifesting against what Israel is doing. This is history in the making, I repeat, guys. This is history in the making. The world is changing for better. We need to destitute the people in power and replace them. They're totally bought off by the Zionist movements, by the lobbyists and the brute capital that can and make decisions on public affairs when they have not been elected publicly to occupy any office. Rich people making decisions, public decisions against us, the country and the world, that has to stop. We need to identify who is against it and how deep the rabbit hole goes in every country, especially the United States, England, the European Union, who don't represent their peoples. That is totally obvious, according to the marches that we have witnessed in Sweden, in England, in Italy, in France, in Spain just yesterday, by the hundreds of thousands. You can see this is evidence, this is a fact. This is not a conspiracy. It's totally happening in front of our eyes. This genocide has to stop. And the people, a Nuremberg trial for the United States, United Kingdom, the European Union, and anybody that participated in this absurd genocide on the 21st century colonial vision of the world.
Free Palestine! 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 Free Palestine!
All right, our kind of infiltrators and everything, that's normal. It happens, man. This is a well-organized movement, so let's accompany it.